Hello, everyone.
Good.
I explain my job in my company, and I work with security, physical security, and access control, especially in data centers. And then we organize the security for the access control for all the employees, and then the visitors or the suppliers or the vendors, and then to approach for to emphasize for the employees to compromise with the access control, use the badge or ID cards, strap the ID cards at the card readers, and respect the law, our law inside our offices.
All right. Can you see my screen right here, Alvio?
Okay, of
That's
course.
perfect. So Leonardo is going to take the stage now, all right? And we are going to listen, okay? So
Okay.
Leonardo, please, what is one hard skill and one soft skill that you use on a daily basis, all right? So
Okay.
Leonardo, move on, please.
So in my job, I need to do a lot of these things, but I think I can select I don't know, user interface design. It's not the one that I use the most, but it's one of the, at least is one of these that are in the list that I need to use it sometimes. So I need to design some interfaces, and for this reason I need to know the best practice when I need to create new screens for the game, and how the user will behave on that screen if there's some error that we need to fix. So I need to use quite often.
In addition, please.
So in addition, one soft skill that I need to use, or that I need to practice and improve, is I'd say, I don't know, almost all of them, but I don't know, creativity. It's something good, and teamwork. I need to work with my teammates all the time, and we need to talk about how we are going to face some problem inside our products. And it's good to when you can work really close to others, and that's something that's really important for my job, is to be a really good teammate.
Okay, perfect. Good one. A tip to all of you guys, be careful always with the intonation, all right? Leonardo, Camilo, Elvio. Remember, when you are finishing a thought, to finish a thought, your intonation should fall at the end of the sentences, all right? Because if you guys raise your intonation at the end of the sentence, chances are people will wait for you to add more information to the sentences, all right?
Just a few
Yes, Camilo.
a small question for you.
Please.
Then I can observe all when you stay at the meeting, or
Sure.
catch up with another person or another persons.
Okay.
You emphasize the intonation. Blah, 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 blah. That's the, after that the people continue the
To wait.
explanation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is very important, right? Could you please share your thoughts with your mates, please?
Yes, of course. So guys, my own daily basis, most time I deal with hard skills, because I deal with new technologies. I needed to come up with new solutions for my process. And furthermore, my process is very, very dynamic, because all the time I work in different parts of Volkswagen, and it's very hard for me. And about soft skills, I deal with when I will make a new business or negotiation. For example, I needed to integrate a lot of the providers, and I needed to organization my day to receive these new informations and to spread for my team.
All right, thank you so much, Elvio. So one soft skill would be organization to you.
Yes.
All right, one soft skill. Just a reminder, guys, you may say organization or you may say organization, right? The difference in the spelling is the S that you are going to replace for the Z. It's on the chat. Organization, organization, okay? That's perfect. Camilo, I'd like to know from you, which hard skill and soft skill do you believe when setting up a business? It's great when setting up a business, for example. If you are to set up a business, which of these skills do you believe it would be great for you?
What set up the business?
Set up a business. Good one. Leonardo, are you able to help us set up a business?
Do you want me to explain what's
For
to set up a
sure.
business?
Completely.
Okay.
Would you
So
mind clarifying?
No, I don't mind it. So to set up a business is to when you want to start a new business, when you want to. I'm trying to remember the word that you use. It's like to be an entrepreneur.
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 Cool.
When you want, so to set up a business is to when you want to create a new business, you want to sell something, you want to
enter the market.
To enter market, to offer a service.
To launch a product, Camilo, to launch a product, a new product, to enter the market. Okay, guys, when you say enter the market, generally you enter the market with a product or you enter the market with a service, all right? In this case, generally it's your entrepreneurial life. So when setting up a... Got it? Perfect. When setting up a business, Camilo, have you ever wondered, any of you guys, if I am to set up a business, I need these skills.
Yeah, that in my opinion.
Okay, for sure.
It's depend of the company, but if you work at a global company, you have a special hard skill. English is very important. Okay, but if you work in a local company or other kind of company, in my opinion, the most important, you work it in a team. You work together in a team. Of course, if you have a hard skill for certificates or specific technician, very important. But
interesting.
My opinion is how can you to create atmosphere to work together with various teams and several people in the same place. That's
creating an atmosphere, creating a good atmosphere to deliver the product or the service. In addition to work on your English skills, for example, if you work in a multinational. Leonardo, please, I'd like to know from you, what are the most important skills for you when setting up a business to enter the market, to launch a product or a service? What would you look for?
So I think I feel the same as Camilo. Depends on the market or on the kind of business that I want to set up. English is something that's really important for almost all of these technical markets and the technical business that we can try to start. Let me see. Can I see the table again?
For sure. Of course you can.
I'd say that at least these are really technical stuff for the hard skills. I see. So I think that kind of management will be really important, but also kind of knowledge that we get or we learn from the markets that we want to try to
study the market niche. You mean?
Yeah, I'd say if I really want to, I don't know, to work in a kind of, I don't know, to stores, it would be really interesting to know what I'm trying to sell.
Okay.
To know the market of the goods that I'm trying to sell.
Okay.
Perfect. Elvio, how about you, please?
Okay, guys. First of all, sorry, but my daughter was messing here,
No worries,
and
Elvio.
my audio was open. Right? Sorry,
No
sorry, sorry.
worries.
Okay. Diego, on setup business, I
Okay.
believe that for me would be easier using soft skills because in my resume a good communication, right? Creativity and work with a teamwork together, right? But in addition, sorry, about the harder skills, the last 3 years ago contributed to development this part, right? And I believe that with a match hard skills and the soft skills, I would be entering the market easier than long time ago. And,
When you
I,
work on your soft skills, correct?
yes, correct. All right.
Good one. So, guys, can you see the screen right here?
Yes.
That's perfect. So, Camilo, what do you see right here? On the right. When you look, for example,
map.
it's a map. Very good.
Yeah.
It's a map. Any other information can you add up, Leonardo?
Let me see. I think it's loading. Okay, it's a map with some different colors and GDP. It's it's per capita. How can I say, like how wealthy is the country?
A country is very good.
Per population, maybe.
Okay, interesting. How about you, Elvio? Thank you, Leonardo. Elvio, what can you extract from this image? Can you absorb?
And I believe the most one linkers most the stronger countries in the world, and the middle and the weak. I believe that.
Okay, which one do you believe is the strongest one related to the colors?
The colors
The
about
dark blue or light blue?
dark blue.
Dark blue. Do you believe it's
Yes.
the wealthiest countries?
Yes.
Richest countries.
Yes, I believe it's this.
All right, guys, repeat after me, please. GDP.
GDP.
GDP. GDP, right?
GDP.
Okay.
PIB.
PIB. Thank you, Leonardo. That's the idea, okay? When you're talking about the GDP, it's the GDP of the country. How much money a country makes, but not only money, but the quantity of goods that they import or they export. And of course, everything turns out to turn out. Repeat after me, Elvio, please. To turn out.
To turn out.
Leonardo, to turn out.
To turn out.
Camilo, to turn out.
To turn out.
So when you look at this map, for example, it turns out the richest countries are the ones in dark blue color. All right. So, for example, we have here United States. We have here good countries in Asia, like Russia. They have a good GDP as well. Here in Europe, it's very small, right? Because Europe in general, it's not so big. So, but they have a very good GDP as well, huh? And of course, in the lightest blue colors, we have here South Africa, all right? We have some countries here in South America, right? That's a very good one. So it's the quantity of money it makes. Let's move to another one. Elvio, please, what do you see here on this chart?
This is statistics. I believe that is how the behavior of in between in the countries.
The countries, okay. No.
Yeah, the minimal
Good.
percentage up to maximum percentage.
Okay, Leonardo, is it fluctuating or not?
Yes, for sure. So it shows the different rates year by year, and there are some years that they also have a deflation. So like the price dropped.
Okay.
The prices dropped a little bit, but usually they are just rising.
That's the inflation rate, right?
Yeah.
By the way, guys, repeat after me. To fluctuate.
To fluctuate.
Fluctuate, exactly. Fluctuate, Camilo. When it is not stable, it is unstable. It rises, it goes down, it stays flat, then it rises again. It's always fluctuating the prices, all right? That's perfect. So guys, repeat after me, everybody, all of you. Inflation rate, please.
Inflation rates.
Inflation rate.
Exactly, GDP, inflation rate. I would like to know from you guys, does any one of you remember the inflation rate of Brazil in 2020? I think last year it was something like 4% or 3%, but this year, do you guys remember, any one of you?
I would say that if, at least for the, I don't know the short term, but it'll be like something like 3%.
3% as far as I remember, right?
3.7.
3.7. Do you have any other pieces of information, Camilo, Elvio, about the inflation?
Diego, last year was 14.5%. No, 14 and 50%.
Do you think it was 14, the inflation rate? Camilo, do you remember an idea?
What?
About the inflation rate? Don't remember? Okay. If you find something for us, Leonardo, you just show us, okay? Perfect. Inflation rate, guys. That's perfect. Interesting. Great. That's perfect. Elvio, would you mind describing this picture to me?
Oh my God, man.
What does it look like to you?
Public service.
Public service. Very good, Camilo. And you, Elvio, what do you think?
It's the same thing.
Do you believe this guy is trying to set up a business, maybe?
Yes, and you waited to kill the
public service employee.
The service employee, yes.
All right, that's perfect. How many do you see? What are these items here, Leonardo? Are you able to tell me something that reminds you about these piles of papers?
So, this document looks like some forms that this worker must fill, so he can do something. And probably he just wants to go to the bathroom, but the bureaucracy is too high.
Thank you. That's the idea. Guys, repeat after me. Government bureaucracy. Government bureaucracy. Let's go.
Bureaucracy. Yeah. Bureaucracy. Like a city hall in Rio de Janeiro.
City hall. And not only in Rio, São Paulo, the same idea. Government bureaucracy everywhere, right? In all the places, huh? Lots of bureaucracies. Leonardo, are there many government bureaucracies to set up a business?
Yeah, for sure. You need to fill a lot of these forms, and you need to. I remember when my parents they opened a store, and they had to do a lot of these bureaucracies, and some things are really, I don't know, like it doesn't. It looks like it's not important, but at least for the government, it's important.
It should be, right? That's perfect. Good one.
You gave a long process to obtain a simple document.
Exactly. This is an interesting picture, but I'm not talking about the news. It's not about the recent news we've got on television. Can you guys see? Yes. Do you remember the money falling from the sky?
No.
No, didn't.
Okay, I will look up for that later.
This is very recent. A group of robbers, Leonardo, they robbed the bank.
And yes, in Criciúma.
Please, Camilo. Please.
Yes, the assault of the bank in Criciúma 2 days ago.
But I didn't know that they threw away.
They threw away 800,000 reais.
Really?
During the process.
8,100.
Yes, just to manipulate the situation, to block the police, because the public would attract the public to get this money, right?
Yeah,
therefore, consequently, it would break down the police during the chase. During the chase, right?
They create
a movie scene.
Confusion between the people and the police.
Exactly. It looked like a movie scene, right?
Yeah.
Bizarre, completely bizarre. But as I have mentioned, this picture is not about the news, okay? But just it's not about that. All right? We see here money falling from the sky in the hands of the people. All right? But what I mean is, please, Elvin, what do you see right here? There is a scissor, You
Yeah,
Elvio.
I believe that this is not government to cut this one part of the tax.
Exactly. Thus, giving tax incentives to the public.
But
For the
but
public.
I would say that yes, it's a tax incentive for the companies that paid for
They pay for that.
for that, because it wasn't the government that was paying, but some companies that were paying for the students to go abroad. So thus these companies would have some incentives for the government.
Very good, thus. That's okay. That's perfect, guys. Let's move to another topic right here. Please, any one of you, can you guys see this picture? The balance?
Yes.
Balance? That's good. And what do you see here in the balance, Camilo?
The rate of the products, of the import of products and export the products.
Are they even or are they different?
No, not different, even.
Okay. How about you, Leonardo? In your opinion, do you believe they are even or they are different here in the picture? In this picture?
In this picture, they're even. It looks like they're on the same level.
Same level. How about this one?
This one, no, this one.
Different.
I don't know which one is, which of the sides is like too important.
The import or the export,
but they are not even. They are
good. How about this one, Elvio, please? Are they even or are they different?
Are they different, of course, between import and export?
Perfect. Okay, good. When you have, for example, the difference, importation and exportation of a specific country, all right? The quantity of money that gets in and the quantity of money that gets out of the country, you have the balance of trade, all right? So please repeat after me. Camilo, balance of trade.
Balance of trade.
Leonardo, balance of trade. Balance of trade.
Trade, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Balance of trade.
Elvio, balance of trade.
Balance of trade.
All right, that's perfect, Elvio. Come on, help us here in the picture.
Unemployment rate and unemployment rate. Okay, right. This is very common in Brazil. Unemployment rate is at how many people are unemployed in specific country.
Good, thank you, Leonardo. Do these people have a job?
No, they don't have. They are unemployed.
All right, that's perfect. Camilo, do you remember the unemployment rate? Was it high? Was it low here in Brazil?
Yes,
what can you show us?
Yes, in Brazil is very high, and then increase after pandemic time in March. Then I conclude that we will the worst at the end of the year and the niche of the next year. Very unemployed rate.
Will rise, right?
Will rise. Yeah.
Great. What is the forecast you have, Leonard, about the unemployment rate?
I Google it now. It's
really?
We reached a record.
Yes, we reached
a record, a new record, and it's 14.5%.
14.5.
Yeah, it's like 13 million people.
My God.
Yeah. What?
13, almost 14
million people.
Million people
unemployed.
But I would say that the informal is rising a lot.
It's rising a lot,
especially for this pandemic moment.
Great informal jobs, right? That's perfect. Good one. I would like to know from you guys, talking about foreign, repeat after me, foreign investments.
Foreign investments.
Good. And there is Elvio, I did not hear you. Would you mind repeating, please? Foreign investment.
Foreign investment.
Very good pronunciation, Elvio. You have made something that I'd like to point out to everybody. Many people tend to say foreign, pronounce the I. Don't pronounce the I here, okay, guys? Foreign investment. Yeah, foreign. Okay? Foreign investment. In your opinion, Elvio, do you believe that the foreign investment, they help, for example, to establish new businesses and to come up with solutions for unemployed people? What's your opinion on that? The question is for you, Elvio.
Oh, sorry. I was Leonardo. Sorry.
No worries. No worries.
Guys, I believe that is good, but depends on if the country is strong or not to pay the bill in the future, right? Because it is one's incentive, of course. But I believe that Brazil, for example, is the worst example of bills abroad.
To pay the bills.
To pay the bills, yes.
Good. What's your opinion, Camilo, about foreign investment in Brazil?
Depends of situation of the relationship between the countries
as well.
Geopolitical, relationships, and if the foreign investments to how can I say to
boost, to foster.
Yes, to want the investment in Brazil because it's economic. The Brazilian economy is very strong.
And volatile. Something that goes up, goes down, fluctuates. It's not stable. It's volatile. All right, repeat after me, Camilo. Volatile.
Volatile.
You, Leonardo, volatile.
Volatile.
Elvio?
Volatile.
Perfect. So I would like you guys to check the instructions for task E. Elvio, Camilo, and Leonardo.
It's very easy, this question.
Yes. Wow.
Nowadays.
All right. Okay, guys. Is it necessary to talk to your coworkers to discuss these ideas? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. You are going to talk in pairs. I'm sorry, pairs, no, in a group, right? In trio. You guys to use the vocabulary that is on the chat, right? For example, GDP, foster economy, trading block. All right. So what are the biggest economic problems in your country at the moment, and what do you think the government's priorities should be? So let's get down to business. I'm all ears.
Leonardo and Camilo, can I start?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I have say about it because I believe that the main fact in Brazil was the pandemic, of course, and of course again I was believing this government, right? Because I not necessary because the name of president, but the ideas was very strong in my point of view to not fluctuate the inflation, for example. But unfortunately, this pandemic produced a lot of ideas that was working and nowadays not working as well. Did you get it, guys?
Yeah. I think understood. I would add in this that the pandemic, of course, it's the worst thing for the economy in Brazil this year. A lot of foreign investors, they took out the money that they had in our stock market. I was investing my money in the stock market as well. And it was like, I would say, since February, the market was just going down. So the market was really volatile this year. But now that some countries are developing a vaccine, the market is starting to heat up again, and they are at least here in Brazil, it's starting to reach the peak that we had in January. So the market was like without the money. So the companies here in Brazil didn't have a lot of these incentives, that the foreign countries or foreign investors are trying to foster the economy here. But now that the vaccine is it's almost near to be delivered to the population, the market's starting to heat up again, and I guess that would help also with the unemployment rate here in Brazil. Companies are going to start to hire people again, especially for the holidays. It's a good moment, and I would say that the government should help with this, like to try to organize the population so they can get the vaccine and they can be safe, but also they could work in some different kinds of jobs. So
Perfect.
Great. You talk about one good thing about the investors that would be this investor were believing in Brazil, right?
Okay.
But is weak. In this case, is weak now.
All right. Thank you, Camilo. Guys, go ahead.
Very difficult explanation for after this guy. Very well explanation. In my opinion, it's very difficult to understand the government and the society in Brazil, because if you do not guarantee for the investors in our country, what's the security, what's the guarantee of the return for the investment, for the, let's me explain to to foster the economy. And because we are our economy very volatile and unstable.
Unstable.
Yeah, and then I suppose that our government, not this government, but the long time ago.
Long term, very good.
Yes, we have a not a specific regulation of the investors and create atmosphere to invest, for instance, in Rio de Janeiro, because Rio de Janeiro is very difficult city, very confused. We don't have a security for the people walking at the streets, and you have a very instability for the security. Then a lot of companies to go out to Rio de Janeiro and create a new situation for example, in downtown of Rio de Janeiro. I worked in a complex of the buildings in downtown Rio de Janeiro, near to the airport. And my building, not my building, the building, then I worked in a full capacity, worked 5,000 people. But nowadays we have just 2,000 or 1,500 people work there. But not so. That's the pandemic time. We have another situation after pandemic time is okay, but we have a very instability in Rio de Janeiro for the security, for the public security. Then that's my opinion.
All right. I have something to tell. Do you remember this one? Backlash in one of our lessons? Perfect. That's very good, guys. So it was a very good explanation from all of you. It was very good, all right? So please, this lesson will be saved and uploaded on our YouTube privately, only for us. So if you would like to see it further again, I'll be sending to the WhatsApp group. Okay? Last but not least, I'd like you guys to check it out, please. These were some words that I could notice that you guys had some problems to pronounce. I'm going to put everything on the chat right here. right? Please check these words. I'm going to send the Cambridge Dictionary on our WhatsApp group, right? It's pretty simple. You just have to get this word, put in the Cambridge Dictionary, and listen, right? I would like to see you guys using the correct pronunciation our next moment, okay? That's perfect. And I have a task, the writing task I have to you guys. Please, can any one of you read for me on the chat?
Yeah, sorry, Diego, I didn't see.
Okay, good. Leonardo, can you read for me the writing task?
Write a short paragraph about the economic profile of your country.
So I would like to expect from you in our next meeting at the beginning of our lesson for this short paragraph about the economic profile of your country, so we can give feedback to all of you in groups. All right, we can check your writing task. All right, questions?
No.
Diego, one more thing, man. Sorry,
Sure.
I didn't have the time to deliver you. But it's here, right? It's here.
You're gonna send it to me,
Right? Yes, of course, it's here.
You guys want to get me drunk, man? Come on.
I didn't have the time. I'm sorry.
No worries, Elvio. Come on. Thank you so much. All right.
See you guys.
Camilo, Leonardo,
See you later.
Elvio.
Bye-bye.
Very nice to all of
Bye-bye.
you. See you.
Elvio.
Bye.
Bye bye, guys.